Hello, my name is Shopav, but you can call me Cake, and welcome to the next session of me trying to get competent at Dwarf Fortress. When I left you off last session, we had a bit of a problem with food, and a dwarf died in our minecart system. So I have done two things. The simple one is I have since set minecarts to be guided rather than ridden. Because when a dwarf rides a minecart, they just get on it, push off, and just let gravity do the work, which eventually resulted in a dwarf splattering on the wall, because the minecart, after going down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 separate slopes, gained enough speed to just fly off the rail, just completely rail, and smack against the wall. So, having set it to guide, hopefully that will prevent them from going so fast, because they'll be literally just walking on the ground while holding the minecart. That is the difference between guiding and riding. So, I would hope that they will simply not gain enough momentum for that to be a problem. If another accident happens, then I'll just add a track stop here that doesn't dump anything, but that decelerates the minecart, as if we go back to the track stop here, you can see that it does have friction, which means that it slows down the minecart. So that is another solution to the problem, if the problem still occurs. The other problem that was the food shortage issues, I had to do a bit of thinking, and it is not a trivial matter. Because it turns out, which I believe I knew before, but it didn't occur to me, it just kind of popped out of my head, is that when cooking a plant in a kitchen, the seeds get destroyed. Therefore, we saw before, maybe even I can show now, if we go to stocks, and I type in plump helmet, yeah, we have plump helmet biscuits. Which means that when they were making those plump helmet biscuits, they were cooking plump helmets, and the plump helmet seeds were getting destroyed. That's why we don't have anymore. The solution to this is not trivial. I had to do a bit of thinking, a bit of tinkering. So basically, what I did is separate out the issue of cooking with plants from having enough plants. So basically, I have now two kitchens. One, which I called the no plant kitchen, and it is linked to this stockpile, which, if I show you the settings, does not allow any plants in it. And this kitchen has its own work order, which is to prepare fine meal, and this work order does not have any limitations on the plants available, aside from the limitation on when we want to prepare the meals. If the number of meals is less than 50, they will just start making 100 fine meals out of anything that's in this stockpile, which is going to be meat or fish, or I believe I'll make a quern or a millstone and start making flour out of the cave wheat. So basically anything that isn't here will get made into meals in this one. This stockpile, which is also linked to the still, does allow plants. So the still can produce its alcohol from plants, and that's fine because distilling alcohol does not destroy the seeds, it actually preserves the seeds, releases them for farming. But I have this second kitchen, which is the plant kitchen, and if we go to its private work orders, I have limited the amount of plump helmet seeds, which we care about, because that's the only plant that can be cooked straight off the field, rather than after being processed, in which case the processing actually releases seeds. So like if we mill the cave wheat or make a paste or something like that, that will release the seeds anyway, I think. Although I will look that up before I make a quern. I will actually confirm that's the case. But when we break the siege and when we get more plump helmets, this will make sure that we never run out of seeds, because if there's less than 20 plump helmets, they will get brewed rather than cooked. Therefore, we'll have 20 seeds, which can be replanted. So hopefully that will keep the farms going. Although what I might do is just change this one from no plants at all to just no plump helmets, which actually I'll do right now. So we will allow plants, permit this, but then go and search for plump helmet and forbid plump helmets. There we go. So no plump helmets can be taken from this stockpile, while plump helmets can be taken from this stockpile. So they can go to this kitchen, but this kitchen cannot take from this one, so it will not cook plump helmets. And that way, yeah, that way we can preserve the seeds. So we have at least 20 at any time. Well, we don't have any right now, but yeah, when we break the siege, when the caravan comes, then hopefully we can just buy more. In the meantime, we still have our fishing spot, so we should be fine for fish, and that should kind of preserve our food. We won't starve because we have, I believe, 5 fisher dwarfs or something like that. And what I will also do, I'll build a wall around here after we build grates here, because the dwarfs can fish through grates. Therefore, this will be a secure location once more. So no need for because I already did build a drawbridge here. I haven't, I might still do that, but I won't be necessary. Yeah, once we secure this bit, nothing will be able to come through here anyway, so it will be fine. But what I will do is build a drawbridge here, because one thing I didn't think about is that, well, we need to be able to cut off the water supply in case we do have flooding or we want to go do some maintenance or whatnot. So let's see if we can actually build here, or will it count as submerged or something like that. So, build a bridge, and building present. Oh, so we absolutely screwed ourselves, because we can't build on top of a building, but we can't build underwater either. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, the water never stops. Okay, I guess that's just the situation then. If we ever need to figure it out, we'll figure it out. But that was a mistake on my side. I should have made a drawbridge here so to be able to cut off the water. I didn't. And, well, there we go. Now we get to our main event. So, we are still under siege, and that is a problem, but it's not a problem that I didn't have a solution to begin with, because, as I mentioned when saying about the plans of the fort, I wanted to make trapped corridors here, and killing chambers at the end. At the moment, the killing chambers won't do much because the undead are undead, therefore can't drown, and my plan was to drown them in a water chamber, so basically just pour water out of the river straight into these chambers and be done with them. But that doesn't mean that we can't trap them, because they are not building destroyers or anything like that. They can just still fall into traps. So we can still dig out these corridors, put cage traps in them, and just basically entice them, because I'll keep this closed until we're ready, and then just dig them out, recall everyone, and just hopefully, I mean, again, we'll see, because it didn't work out with the Titan last time, but it might work out this time with the invaders, that if we leave a entrance open, so basically make the corridors, make the chambers, and I won't bother with the water system just yet. I'll just kind of just dig out the chambers and leave them as they are. But leave doors that I believe will be just locked, but I hope that the invaders will still be enticed by them, and will want to invade the fort through the doors, and will just basically walk over the trap and get themselves trapped. So I will make probably 10 traps, so 2 corridors of 10 traps or something like that on each side. I'm not entirely sure yet, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to trap them all. Like say, if they walk one way and then walk out the other, or walk both corridors. Yeah, let's start digging then, and we'll see whether and how it works out. So I can make 1, 2, 3 corridors, and I wanted to go past the stairs. Oh, right. Not this bit. There we go. We're not digging out this bit. Not yet, anyway. We will dig that out where we're ready to let them in, but not right at this moment. And now we need to connect it somehow somewhere. And I'm just thinking, because yeah, I don't want to connect it straight to the fort so that, oh, if something goes wrong, they just go in and invade. So I'll just make 1 bigger chamber, then say make another 3 doors, separate doors, so they can, say several enemies can focus on several doors, and then connect them all here. All the way down here, I'll just dig this out a bit more. It can serve also as a secondary entrance where dwarves can just walk through it and end up here. And I'll just make basically a little security station here with a drawbridge as well, so that we can lock it, say if they do get through the door, so that they're encouraged to leave. And I can just put more cage traps in there as well, so it's not like it's going to be space that goes to waste. So there we go, extend it all the way here. So I'll make it go kind of snake back and forth. So that's 1 downstairs, a stairway all the way down here. Then we want another corridor, another stairway. This is kind of future planning. Once we have armed dwarfs, so a military or a security force or something like that, then we can actually make this a proper barracks or something. So I'll just dig this out and then make a little corridor here so they can start digging. And yeah, then we'll just put a drawbridge in here just to completely lock it off just in case. So we're completely self-sufficient then. And yeah, once they dig that out, I'll just put plenty of cage traps, because we have logs here. So let me check how many cages we already have. Yeah, so we have 9 cages. So we can make 36 cage traps. Okay, and that is the main plan, because if we break the siege, we're golden. We don't need to worry about anything. But if we don't break the siege, we will still need wood. And there is accessible wood, like risky but accessible, in that we can go into the caverns and start cutting those down. So again, it will need a safe entrance that doesn't let anything through, but if we get these tower caps, that means that we have plenty of wood. And when we go to the caverns, we can also get some cave spiders, which is obviously my only concern the whole game, basically. But that means that we are not starved for wood. It's just a bit risky because, yeah, there's stuff living in the caverns. And the other thing that we can also do is just takes a bit more time, is just straight up make a wood farm, which is as easy as digging out a 3-level tall cavern. So just basically start channeling out a cavern and go down 2 levels. And all it needs is soil, so if we wanted to, we could just dig out this whole massive bit and just let trees grow, and just then use that as a tree farm. Which isn't a bad idea, but I won't do that just now. I will first try to break the siege so that we don't have to dig too much, or at least after we've dug out the important parts of this. Oh, but they need to still bury this dwarf. This is the Geshud Kapshem, which is the poor ranger that has eventually died from starvation after having the Fey Mood. But we already have these installed. Also, the wood burner, miner, oh, and used for burial. That's why. When did we lose a wood burner as well? I never noticed another dwarf dying. Yeah, the miner who has collided with the wall, so that's fine. That's the farmer that's outside. Yeah, they've been missing for a week because they've been killed by skeletons. And same with the doctor. Oh, there we go. Wood burner has been found dead. So I haven't noticed this. So where were they found? Oh. Oh, that's the dwarf, okay. So there have been 3 different dwarfs outside, I guess. Golden crystal. How many dwarfs were there outside? Okay, we need... In that case, we need more of these. Construct rock coffin. So I expect some more dwarfs to die as well. Although, let me just quickly go to Dwarf Therapist to see what the miners are doing. Why are they not digging? Oh, because they're stone detailing. Yeah, let's take that off, because it can't take precedent over mining. Like, there are other dwarves that can be stone detailing. Sometimes it feels like an Excel simulator. Yeah, I suppose, because I'm using the Dwarf Therapist, because, yeah, if you try to do it through the game, like, yeah, let me just commit this, and if I go back to the game, if I want to set the labors for dwarves, let me check. I can't even remember if there even is a system that's like Dwarf Therapist, but in the game, or do I just need to go to the individual dwarves? Yeah, I believe I need to change them manually. Because, for some reason, I just seem to remember that there was a UI like Dwarf Therapist, only a bit clunkier, within the game. Maybe I dreamt it up then, that there was actually just a whole menu that had the same functionality? Unit list. I was looking for this as well. I couldn't remember where was the unit list. Yeah, there we go. So go to unit, view unit, manage labors, that's DF. Yeah, there we go. That is clunkier than Dwarf Therapist, isn't it? But that's not even a core game functionality, as you can see. It's manage labors, DF hack. Well, let's use it for burial and not pets. Not pets, and this one. Oh, they put the animal in there. Okay, that's one wasted space, but okay, then at least someone's happy. Last session, I didn't actually show it, but what I did is expand the stone stockpile, and I did the same to the iron ore stockpile and to the wood stockpile. Because I believe the problem with the wheelbarrows was that there were 3 wheelbarrows occupying the 3 spots of the stockpile, so that there was nowhere for the stone to go. So I have expanded the stockpile to a few more spaces, so that whenever a dwarf wants to put a stone in the stockpile, they can just take the wheelbarrow, put the stone in, and that always leaves a space unoccupied. And that seems to have fixed everything. Now they're taking the actual wheelbarrows and just taking the stone. So it's working now. And then, of course, there's the links, so they don't keep dragging stones by hand to these stockpiles. So I think everything is fixed on that front as well. Oh, what I want to do actually is set up a bone stockpile. around the craft dwarf's workshop so they can make bone items, because we even have a bone carver. Skulls, just bones and shells and teeth. There we go. And hair and wool already have a stockpile around the farmer's workshop, so if at some point we'll have them, they can just make thread out of that. And also it's interesting, because I'll need to make a refuse stockpile so that we don't get miasma. I'm just thinking about where to make it, like maybe somewhere in the caverns? Just make an opening in the top and just keep throwing refuse into the caverns. But yeah, I'll worry about that in a moment. Yeah, the donkey foal has starved to death. So if we go up to the kitchens, will they still butcher an animal? No, they have cancelled that. It was, I don't just want for them to lay there. Yeah, the yak corpse, and there will be the donkey corpse somewhere as well. Can we force them to butcher it? Yeah, let's go back to the kitchen and just see if I make another butcher animal order. They will actually go and do it. No, can't butcher an animal. How do we turn them into meat then? I don't want them to just rot in the kitchen. Oh, starved and tame animals can't be butchered. Okay, that's an issue. We need to find somewhere to dump the corpses before they start rotting. I mean, this is an open space, I suppose. Hopefully nothing can crawl out of it. Yeah, okay, I'll take the risk. I'll deconstruct this wall, dig out this little bit, put a drawbridge in, and link it to a lever. And once that's done, I'll set up a refuse stockpile for corpses and whatnot so they can just throw it into the caverns and the miasma can spread there, I don't care. And I'll build the lever right here. And I'll rename this lever as well. I'll just make sure to rename the levers. This is the fountain drain. Where's the one in the workshops? This is main gates. There we go. So yeah, I don't forget which lever is which. And as soon as I build that one, I'll just link it as well. So because there's always dwarfs here, so they can always close whenever they need to. And let's straight away make a refuse stockpile. Or can it not be over? Okay, I can't do a stockpile then, but I can't do a dump zone. And I want this to be a garbage dump. Oh yeah, I thought I could just make a pile right here. This, dump. Stray donkey foal, dump. All the little bits and pieces, just dump them out. Oh, and one thing we can also request from the manager is some nest boxes. Because I just realized we're not getting any eggs. And we could have been getting eggs this whole time. So once they're built, I'll just put them literally right next to the kitchens. Just dig out. I'll just even designate this here, so whenever they're ready, I guess on the other side of the stockpile. Yeah, that's free food. They just lay eggs, and that's it. There's no more finesse with that. Yeah, I'm still confused, like, why do the dwarves just go and pick up random stones from random locations, where there's still stone to be picked up here? Like, in the bedrooms, there's stone. Stone here, stone here. There's literally a stone right next to the stockpile that's not picked up, and I could never understand that. A rhesus macaque has stolen an apricot from where? Okay, that is interesting, I just want to see. Where is there a rhesus macaque? Oh, there's a rhesus macaque outside. Well, I don't care about them. Yeah, I don't care about some monkeys outside. I care about the fact that there's literally Walking Dead. So yeah, as soon as they finish these, I'll install as many cage traps as I can. So say, yeah, depending on how many cages we have. Oh yeah, I haven't actually made more cages, have I? We'll run out of wood, but that's fine because that's the desperate measure. And if that doesn't work out, we just close everything off and just go and chop down some of the fungi wood and whatnot from the caverns. And just get more wood and start smelting. Speaking of which, yes, we are getting magnetite, there we go. So, they are using the trolley system, and so far it doesn't seem like anybody died. Yeah, there we go, there's a dwarf guiding the minecart. Let's follow them. Let's see if anything bad happens to them. Oh, okay, they just put it away. Yeah, they're loading the minecart. Oh, and one of them just took it away. Let's quickly find them. Here we go. Push track vehicle. And yeah, they have not derailed, so yeah, I'm happy with this. They can push the minecart down, and it's not derailing. Can we see how many? Oh, it has 4 magnetite in it, okay. So yeah, eventually they'll just push all the magnetite that's necessary. Oh, right, we have nobles now. And nobles have mandates, and they have mandated that exports of bucklers is prohibited. Like, I guess they were the heirs of a barony somewhere, and they traveled to our fort to just be random workers, and they're now a baron, so they have requirements and they have mandates, and I believe that they're not happy about it. So let's view their requirements. So they don't have an office and they need a decent office. They need decent quarters. They need a decent dining room, or just a tomb. They want 2 chests, and they want an armor rack and a weapon stand. And they want to make bucklers. So one of them wants to make bucklers, and the other wants to prohibit the export of bucklers. So I don't know, do they have some kind of cartel going or something like that? I'm not sure. The noble mechanic in this game is hilarious, and the requirements and stuff like that. Once we're done with our security measures and maybe break the siege, I'll think about like starting to build the nobles' rooms and whatnot. Okay, so this is ready now. First order of business is to build a door on each of the spaces, so it's not just an open space. Once we dig out these 3 bits, there we go, and I want to build a door here. And as we get more wood, I'll put in more cage traps, but at the moment I'll just put in a few here. So I guess I'll put 10 in here, I'll put 10 in the other corridor, so that when they walk single file they'll have to come through here. So I'll put 5 here, 5 here, 5 here, 10 here, 10 in the other corridor, there we go. Obviously I will make that drawbridge as well, but that will be at the very end of the travel. Yeah, I guess here, and here I guess. So basically, if one fails, the other can be still operational. And yeah, like you can see that the quantum stockpile is working really, really well. They're actually properly utilizing it. And that's the beauty of them. Oh, right. Cage traps are made of mechanisms and they can be only made by mechanics. So let's quickly pop to Dwarf Therapist and see how many mechanics we have. Because we have only 2. Okay, we want a few more. And one of them is our miner as well. So yeah, the miner... Oh, this is a superstar dwarf. They do diagnosis, they do wood burning, they do furnace operating and weaponsmithing and mechanics. Yeah, we want someone else to do the mechanics as well. Oh, gelding. I didn't realize you could geld animals in the game. But yeah, you do some mechanics because we need those traps. Who else doesn't have that much to do? If you're only detailing stone, you can also do mechanics. And you will be able to do pump operating once we have pumps, because I will be pumping magma at some point. Like, if we can't break the siege and need to make do with getting wood from the caverns, what I will do is go looking for magma first, because I don't want to just keep wasting wood on making charcoal and then smelting. The only thing I might want to use wood for is to make steel, because using wood is necessary to make steel, it's part of the recipe. But our hunter isn't doing anything, so they can do mechanics. Yeah, okay, that should be enough doors. Should get on with building the cage traps. Let's check if they built the nest boxes yet. And oh, yeah, how can they expand this if I didn't dig this out? There we go. Oh, this little thing can be dumped. Rat remains. Yeah, at least the cats are having a feast. Oh, another one. Okay, which workshop they will occupy? Because if it's the smelter, then that is tough luck. Okay, it's not a smelter. Okay, it's Craft Dwarf's workshop. But I think we'll have another dwarf going crazy because they just took 1 wood and then nothing else. I mean, last time we were lucky because they just started wandering about and not actually attacking anyone, but that doesn't mean that that will always hold. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, they dug this out, so let's install the nest boxes. What's that? A mason who's hungry. Yeah, how much food do we have? Let's just check. So yeah, we have fish. That probably need doing. Let's check for biscuits and stuff. How much drink? Yeah, only we don't have any drink, so it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I'll deal with the food shortages at some point anyway. Did I actually set a... Yeah, prepare raw fish. Okay, so it set itself, that's fine. So they're going to keep preparing fish as they go. Actually, yeah, I'll just dig out another fisher's workshop, because why have 1 when you can have 2? Because right now I guess they're kind of running low on the they can't prepare the fish fast enough, because they only have 1 workshop. Are they sleeping here? They have bed. Current owner, nobody. There's a couple, so they're... You know, that's current assign, nobody. Yeah, they don't need to sleep on the floor, and they're not trapped. They can easily come out of here, so why are they sleeping on the floor, I will not understand. Yeah, they're all hungry, but they have food. They have plenty of food, so I guess they're just too busy to go eat. Yeah, what's in this? Yeah, raw fish. Yeah, they have so much raw fish, but they couldn't prepare it, okay. A fisher dwarf is anguished. Why are they anguished? Thoughts and preferences. He's anguished. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair enough. I do not blame the dwarf. Yes, what was I thinking about? Ah, yes, I want to go to Dwarf Therapist and see who has fish cleaning and fish dissection, and cancel some fishing from them. You can cancel fishing from these 2. So this is good fisher, so they might as well focus on fishing rather than doing this. So there's a bit of a division of labor, there we go. So let's do that, and hopefully they will start preparing the fish so the fish can be cooked. Or just eaten raw, I suppose. Yeah, I didn't even know that that's possible in the game, that for a dwarf to have a miscarriage. I guess it is. A story about... I'm not sure if I want to know. Because yeah, that's not a pleasant topic, is it? Oh, that is gruesome. But now, some of our dwarfs are starving. Yeah, I hope that they manage to get the fish soon enough, but they're preparing the raw fish right now, and hopefully have some eggs and whatnot. Yeah, because our farming completely collapsed. You know what, just out of desperation, I'll make another fisher's workshop as well. Mason councils give food, no food available. Yeah, there we go. So I'll just quickly go to Dwarf Therapist, see what the dwarves that are meant to be preparing fish are doing. Oh, this... Of course, the fish dissector is one of the ones that are going crazy right now. Okay, I'll cancel fishing from this one then. So there's one more, because we have enough fish caught. We need to prepare the fish now. And we still have fishers anyway. And I'll cancel basically everything that they have otherwise. You don't need stone detailing. You don't need to farming, because there's no farming to be done. There's no brewing to be done. That should be fine then. Well, we can't have a garbage dump over... Oh, sorry, what? Pretty sure we could have a garbage dump over empty space. Connect the lever. So that's one. Link a bridge. That's the other. There we go. And yeah, we'll be able to close them at will. And hopefully trap anybody. Yeah, everybody is starving now. So this is basically the critical moment where I need to actually be able to let them out. I guess, let me see, did we run out of cages? Yeah, we ran out of cages. Okay, so this is... Yeah, so we can do it now. I will recall everybody to the barrow, pull the lever, main gates, pull the lever, let everybody in, let the party begin. And let's see if they come in. Yes, they're lured in. At least one thing worked. Oh, shit. Wait, I wasn't meant to open the lever. Oh, crap. I was meant to dig out. Panic, panic. Quickly, close lever. That was the wrong thing. That wasn't meant to do that. Okay, there we go. So one zombie got in. Dog skeleton. Okay, they're almost dead anyway. Cancel the alert. Now, what we were meant to do is mine out here. Interrupted by dog skeleton. Somewhere here. Dog lower body. Okay. That's not nice. But hopefully they killed it because it was already badly mangled. But it's just one skeleton dog, it's fine. Because yeah, the zombies are approaching. Fisher dwarf has been found dead. Wait, what was that? Oh, what is happening here? Oh no. Okay. I forgot to build the wall around the fishery and the water froze in the winter. I am so stupid. Okay, building, construction, wall. We're walling this off. Okay, so we don't have fish either now. How many dwarfs died? Let's see. 10 dwarfs died. How did I forget about that? Because if I built a wall here, the fact that there's water underneath wouldn't matter. I don't think they could swim up from there, or they wouldn't be able to walk on the ice anyway, and... it's always one of those things. How many zombies are there anyway? So many of them. Would I be even able to trap them all? Because that might be more than 20. I think we just lost another fort, and this one is going so well as well. Where can we do something about it? I don't want to lose this area, because that's where we dig. Can someone just make a wall here, please? Yeah, they are making a wall, I think. Yeah, that's one of the monster hunters, so they're dead. But we're walled off now. But we lost our fishing, which is mightily annoying. All sieves to barrows. There we go. Who is this? Oh, it's a bard. I guess a visiting bard. Oh, but this carnage here. This all was absolutely preventable. None of this would have happened if I just walled off this area. Oh, they're still hunting the bard. Yeah, they're going back towards the entrance now. I hope this will work. I can't believe how mad I am at myself for forgetting about the fishery and that it was just at water level. So when the water freezes, it could have just straight up let them in. It's Dwarf Fortress, isn't it? Yeah, so we caught a few. Because they're not moving very fast, so they can still walk through these as well. And then I'll lock the bridges. Hopefully they're connected. Yeah, they should be connected. Yeah, but yeah, that's more than 20 zombies. Oh my. They still keep pouring in. And everybody's starving anyway, so let's quickly see in Dwarf Therapist if all our fishers and fisher preparers were butchered. Okay, so we have one more fisher dwarf, and some of our fisher preparers are fine. Okay. Oh, but everything can go so fun so quickly. We got the alert that the bard is visiting. Maybe if I let them fight. Axeman. And what do they have? Inventory. They have a battle axe and they have a shield, and yeah, our dwarves are unarmed. Hopefully what I might be able to do is arm a few dwarves by locking the doors. So say let's... Oh, it's taken, so I can obviously I can forbid it. Okay, so they're already starting to come through. Okay, I'll pull the lever now then and lock the drawbridges. So yeah, that was worth a shot, but it didn't work. No, there's nobody pulling the lever. Where are they all? Oh, okay, I forgot the things here. Someone go and pull the lever. Now. There we go. No. Oh, crap. Okay, that's military alert. Or recall quickly before it closed. Oh, it already closed. Okay, let me remake the barrow. Yeah, we want this to be part of the barrow. Alerts. Yeah. Open. Pull the lever. I have done that extremely wrong. So I'm going to pull the lever. Yes. Okay. Now pull the lever again. But yeah, this is a problem because, yeah, I thought that if I couldn't defeat them, I maybe could outlast them by having fish. Well, I don't have fish now, because I don't have my fishing spot. And everybody's injured now. There's more to dwarves here, and there's nothing we can do about them. So how many zombies are there still left? Oh, there's so many dwarves. Yeah, let's see how many we have left. Oh, only 2 more died. Okay, so I guess those died before. Is it a caravan? Elf Hammerman. Ooh, did an elven caravan come? Or was it something else? This one actually earned a name. Oh my... I guess the bard had his own bodyguards. Wait, that is interesting. Yeah, because I don't believe I've even linked this bridge, so it's not like we could have done anything here. Because I decided that it's not worth it, for some reason, and then instead of building anything here. But most of the zombies are caught and moving out. There's only 6 of them left. Yeah, we have a lot of fish, so maybe, just maybe, we'll be lucky and the fish will be enough to feed them for a while. Alright, I will finish here because it's about time as well. I'm actually quite a bit over. So, in between sessions, I will figure out what to do about this situation, because the traps haven't quite worked out how I thought they would, and unfortunately, this haven't worked out at all how I hoped it would, because I completely forgot to secure this. So we have lost quite a few dwarves, most of them fishers, and that was our food supply here. So yeah, I will think about what to do about this, come up with some kind of strategy, because we still have 36 dwarves, or 34 dwarves, as you can see, so it's not, like, that is still a solid force population. We just need to be able to feed them, and not let them go crazy from starvation and stress and depression. But yeah, I will leave you here on this lovely picture that I think I'll leave that as the screenshot for the video thumbnail. So I will bid you a farewell, wish you a nice day, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.